Larson joining us here. And Brent, I want to thank you for all your hard work throughout the season. You know, the season's not over yet, but our live shows are over. So, you know, we'd like to thank you and for all the work that you do. And tell us about your team.
Yeah, thank you for
First
that.
off, welcome, Your Honor. Now you've gone from Professor
I was
Larson.
gonna bring a tiara, but thanks for.
Well, next show. I love it. As long as, yeah, we can bring one of those.
Yeah.
Well, you must have a.
We have a great team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and especially wanted to say
Your
thanks
kingdom. Tell us about your kingdom.
to my people.
Your peeps.
Wanted to say thanks to the patrol team that came out this morning. Sam Price, Eric McClure, Dave Mitchell. That's the crew that got Super Quad started today.
Right.
And went up the mountain and for that sunrise service. And it was beautiful this morning. If you weren't up at that time, the stars were in the sky, the sun was coming up, the moon was over the mountain. It was gorgeous.
It is special.
Beautiful. Yeah, it was special.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank everyone else too that's out there, the viewers, for a great season. You wouldn't think that we're near the end. You know, you look at the mountain right now. There's not a bare spot on the mountain.
Right.
Slow start to the year,
Yeah.
but going to be a strong finish.
So what do you think about Kip's comment about a barbecue in July?
Well, I just hoping
the
I can get
slopes?
invited.
I think you just did. Yeah.
By default.
Yeah, that's right. And it will be, I don't know how long we're going to go, but...
May 1st.
May 1st, is
Yeah.
that it? That's
Yeah.
the official word.
That's the official word.
Yeah.
May 1st. I think what it looks like up top is we could probably go longer. And unfortunately for us, who from a construction standpoint, we really want to get going right away in the spring. So I think, you know, we're going to probably see some delays on that aspect of it. But there's a lot to do on the lower part of the West Mountain expansion. So hopefully that area dries out. Seth and his team, I think they have 8 more trucks coming Monday and Tuesday. They have been unloading trucks every single day, pallets upon pallets of pipe. They come in, there's ductile iron that they're going to put underground. That comes in containers. And Seth, our good buddy Seth Nickerson, helps unload that with their crane. If you go down to the fire station, that parking lot's almost full with equipment. I think next week we're hearing that maybe the terminals are coming back from Quebec for the Bucksaw Express.
Oh, exciting.
So we're kind of running out of room to put all this equipment.
Yeah.
And so we're looking at probably putting it in the back end of Lot E. But we're anxious to get going.
Right.
And our partners down in Farmington, Kevin and Cody Vining, they're going to build the roads for the development. I think they're going to help us with the new parking lot. There's a skier drop-off area that we're not going to do drop-off, I think, the first year at the bottom of the lift there. I think we're going to use it as authorized personnel because we're not sure how that's going to play out down there. We have 2 large stream crossings I think they're going to help us with. And then I think Doppelmayr should be here hopefully middle of May, end of June, or middle of May or end of May to start digging some holes for the bottom terminal. Lot of good projects. Another one that I'm not sure if the viewers know that we're should be seeing a couple new snowcats this year.
Oh.
Some piston bully 600s.
600 horse? Oh man, that's like 2 of those 350s.
That's right. With the expansion, we're going to need some more horsepower.
Yeah.
And also, you know, we have an aging fleet, so we're just.
Will they be
upgrading.
winch cats or regular cats?
I think Seth asked for just regular cats.
Yeah.
Because I think he has 3 winch cats in the fleet now that are doing well. Two were new 2 years ago.
I love when they do the parade. Yeah.
Yeah. Brooke loves Pinky.
Pinky, yeah. Well,
Pinky.
how can you not, right? And it's nice to see them parade, and they have done a great job as well this year. I'll tell you.
It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
It's been a great effort by everyone.
What's the schedule for the lifts for the rest of the year?
I think we're going to take a break on King Pine, Whiffle Tree, midweek this coming week, and then we'll bring them back into play for the weekend. And then after that, I think we're going to go down to our normal 5 lifts, which are Super Quad, Double Runner, Skidway, Skyline, and Timberline.
Mm-hmm.
And then we kind of hold on to that until we get closer to the end and play it by snow conditions.
Yeah.
Seems like in the past, Timberline melts out fairly quick.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's our thought from a lift standpoint. Speaking of, we got the okay to replace the Moosculator.
Oh.
So we're going to get a new conveyor this year, and it's going to be completely covered.
We get a scoop. We got a scoop this morning.
Yeah?
Yeah, new Moosculator.
Oh, new Moosculator.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm giving you the scoop.
Yeah, we're getting the scoop. That's right.
So working with Mr. Butler, and we're thinking about possibly shortening the old one and seeing if we can reuse it, just to kind of see if
Yeah.
it would change the dynamic down there on the birches. Really
Mhm.
trying to study that area and see if we can make the flow better and make that a better learn-to area.
Yeah.
They've done a great job, especially with those moose cabooses. Those things are great. The kids love those. Those with the snowmobile and the
Oh,
the
yeah.
trailer in the back. Yeah, those are great. What else do I have on my list? We're going to be, I think we're going to try to do some wind fencing at the top of Timberline. And we also noticed that the seat backs on Timberline, we think if we go back to the original seat back, which is a wood slat, maybe more air will get through them. So maybe the wind won't push the chair back. So we're always
Makes sense.
trying to think of ways to mitigate our wind issues with our lifts.
And
So
it will keep the snow out of them a little better.
that's the hope, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a lot of rime ice up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And so, is it true that there's a certain degree of wind that you can use, and then there's a limit? Is it 18 degrees or something like that when a chair goes?
Yeah, you know, it's usually when the chair hits the tower.
Okay, fair enough.
I think there is actually, and I don't recall what it states in ANSI, but it's typically a judgment call. The
Yeah.
operators are trained in what to look for and try to slow the lift down.
Mhm.
Usually it's the wind gusts that get you,
Yeah.
and then they call for a wind check, and then we have a mechanic or an electrician come up and take a look at it. And patrol is also riding the lifts. They're at the tops. They're
Yeah.
looking at it. So it really needs to be a team effort.
Mm-hmm.
Because it also, one of the things I noticed here at Sugarloaf is it happens fast.
Yeah.
It just comes out of nowhere at times. So having a whole seasoned mountain operations veteran team, that's the key.
Now, the Bucksaw Express is going to be very similar to the other Bucksaw in the height. It's going to be a little lower to the ground.
It's going to be a lot like Skyline. So we asked the Doppelmayr to help us design it that way, where the towers are as low as they can be. Actually, you're going to see that I think there's only 2 spots that have ski under.
Mm-hmm.
Ski under clearance forces us to raise the tower height. So we've really reduced the number of locations that you can ski under, and that's all due to trying to keep it
Right.
run better in the
It
wind.
makes a difference.
It does.
Where's the wind fencing going to go?
At the top of Bucksaw, we're going to put some wind fencing, but also at the top of Timberline, we actually put some poles in from Gandhi line along that ridge. So if you were going to walk up to go to the backside,
Mhm.
there's some poles there that we installed, and we just never were able to get back up there and put the lattice in. So we're
Mhm.
going to try to do that this summer, put that lattice in there.
You got to do it when it's not windy.
Well, that's not fun.
That's not. Yeah, that's right. We like a challenge.
That's right.
And we get plenty of that here.
Challenges and wind.
Challenges and wind, unfortunately. Yeah.
What else? We're gonna try to bury the electrical line on pole line. That's an aerial
Yeah.
electrical line, and those poles are aging, and also feel like it's going to give a better ski experience on that trail.
It will.
And then at the same time, we're going to try to put fiber optic up that trail to the top, so for some future expansions at the top of Whiffletree, and then also Bucksaw Express is going to have fiber optic. So we're going to run power and fiber optic from the vehicle maintenance garage down to the bottom,
Mm-hmm.
use the lift to bring the fiber up, and then bring it over to Bullwinkle's. So that'll be a much needed upgrade from a speed standpoint, from purchase to sale
Yeah.
over at Bullwinkle's. And then we're also going to tap into the power that Seth and his team ran up past bullwinkles last year for that booster pump house. So we're going to tap into that to feed bullwinkles, and I think that's going to allow some heat pumps to go in there and try to reduce our carbon footprint with all that propane that we use.
Right.
Yeah. So a lot of fun projects that are going to happen this summer.
Boy,
looking forward to it.
There is a lot, and hopefully you'll have enough summer to get it all done.
I know. We're already talking about the priorities and what can we.
Well, it's kind of
potentially
weather
drop off.
dependent.
It is weather
you know?
dependent. Yeah.
So you do what you can.
And the bugs.
Yeah, and the bugs. And the bugs, that's right. Well, if you get kipped and do some fly fishing, that will cut them down a little bit.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
Bob was on earlier.
Yeah.
You know it's spring. Bob's on. You're wearing the crown. I got my golf vest on. It's time to go.
That is, in fact, true, right? Thanks for you and the team. Thanks for joining us here this morning. And we will look forward to all of the enhancements, improvements, and having you on and talking about it. And thanks for the transparency and the great information that you provide.
My pleasure.
For all of our viewers.
Thank you,
We
and
appreciate it.
Nadine and Greg and Kip. This is great. It's a great show.
Well, thank you so much.
17 years you've been
17 years. I know, it's hard to believe, but believe it, 17 years. Thank you. We're going to take a break. We'll come back.